Should you turn your jack-o'-lantern into a pumpkin pie? I'll give you the skinny on that, plus the most common mistake you're likely to make. I'm Amanda Rose in the Sequoia National Forest, and if you've decorated your fall stoop with pumpkins and now you're ready to turn them into pie, you might wonder, can you actually do that? Well, yes, of course you can. As long as your pumpkins weren't actually carved and sitting on your stoop for a week in California's 90-degree weather, you ought to be okay. You're simply going to cut them up and process them like you would any pumpkin. And here's a link to a resource on that. But if these are one of those very big jack-o'-lantern-like pumpkins, be prepared to be a little bit disappointed in the flavor. Those jumbo pumpkins are bred for size and not for flavor or for sugar content. And while you can always add sugar to them, and you probably will choose to if you're using it in something like a pie, having native sugar in that pumpkin makes a difference, because when you roast it, you're going to caramelize some of that sugar, and it brings new dimensions to the flavor of your pumpkin. And so this leads me to my first recommendation. If you're buying porch decorations that you later want to eat, I actually recommend not buying a large pumpkin. Buy small sugar pumpkins, or buy some of the many other winter squash that we're finding available in the marketplace. Experiment. These are some of mine this year. Look at this one. You know, I have no idea what this is going to taste like. I will find out. You can pretty much use any of them just like you would use a pumpkin. In fact, it's kind of an industry secret that other types of winter squash are typically used in the food processing industry to create even canned pumpkin. It's not actually pumpkin, because other winter squash actually, ironically, have a more full pumpkin flavor. As for roasting, avoid the temptation to put the whole pumpkin as is right in the oven. This has become a little bit of an internet craze lately, just as a time-saving measure. Rather than fighting with a pumpkin and cutting it up and getting it in the oven, you just throw it all in as is. But the flavor is really off using this method. You're not going to get the caramelization. The juices that are native to that pumpkin are going to kind of swim around in there and cook with the seeds and some of the rind, and that leaves a little bit of a bitter note. And so your best bet is just to use the more tried and true methods for roasting pumpkin. And so for more details on all of this, my mom has a number of videos: roasting pumpkins, roasting butternut squash, preparing these in cubes, like roasted cubes if you want to use them in soups and salads, and also preparing a puree to use in soups, to use in drinks, to use in desserts. So check them out. Good luck to you, and if you like this video, find some more of ours on YouTube. We've got quite a collection.